Okay, so let's look at our second program. Again, we have a variable. This time it's called name. We have an equal sign, and it's trying to assign to it, it's trying to place in that the value that's generated here. It's got an input statement, it's got quotation marks around your input statement, so that's correct. But there is a problem in that I've opened two sets of brackets and I've only closed one. And that's going to cause all sorts of problems. There's also a problem that, well, let's see what happens when we run it. It comes up and tells us we have a syntax error. And it seems to be indicating line 2. But actually, Python does this sometimes. The problem is actually at the line above. And it's that problem I mentioned before, the fact that we have two open brackets and only one closed bracket. And it doesn't like that. So if I were to put a closed bracket here, something might work. Let's see if it works now. Right, at least asks us for a name. If I type in a name, it's going to crash. And it's crashing because this is the name of our program, 2py. It says there's a problem in line 1. And that is line 1, name equals int input, etc. And it's a value error, an invalid literal for int. Use base 10. So what it's saying is what I've typed in here can't be converted to a number, which is what I'm asking it to do here. It could be converted to a number if I actually typed a number in. If I were to run it again and type in 10, oh no, not 10, then it would accept it as 10, but it gets stuck on line 2 then. But that's no good, because we don't want that at all. We don't want whatever you type in to have to be a number, or to be converted to a number, so I'm going to get rid of that and get rid of the bracket that went with it. Now it says even if that line works, it doesn't like line 2. It says print hello name is a name error. Print is not defined. Now we know it's not defined, we know it's not a proper command, because it isn't hasn't turned colour like input did. And that's because it's a capital P, and Python is very particular about whether you use uppercase or lowercase. And for exactly the same reason we'd have the same problem here. Names has got a lowercase n, so it needs to have a lowercase n here. Or I could have made that one a capital and that one capital. As long as they both match, it doesn't really matter. So let's run it now. Yes, I'll save it, and I'll type in and it will say hello Mr. Ryan, and that's the problem solved.